Golok Machete. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to Three River Blades. I'm in the beautiful Adirondack Mountains. I got my partner over here, Jack. We've been doing some woods trail clearing and checking out some cameras, looking for animals because hunting season is coming up. So if you need a good knife, go to threeriverblades.com and check it out. For now, what we're going to do is we're just going to review this. This is a Golok Machete by Condor. It's 14-inch blade. It has a very, very large, stout handle. And again, I'm kind of confused about it because it's very thick for a machete. I think this is about 3/16 inch thick, and it comes to a narrow taper in the front, but it is not narrow in the back. The weight is in the back, but it does have this nice sweeping belly. So I don't know how it's going to perform. The other thing is it has a 1/4 inch, sort of like a Scandi grind, which I thought was kind of weird, but we're going to check it out anyway. It also does come with this nice sheath. Condor makes really, really nice sheaths. And again, I'm a little confused by it because it fits in nice, but if you don't stick the handle in there, it falls right out. So again, there's no type of retention on here. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. If I am, please put it in the comments below. They do make nice sheaths. I'm a little kind of, I'm a little yes and no on Condor products. You've seen me review quite a few of them. I had to shave down a lot of the handle. This handle was so thick, I couldn't put my hands around it, and I have extra large hands, all right? I'll put all the specs down below. I am an Amazon affiliate. If you could find it on Amazon, you could find one of these, all right? I'll put it down there. If you're interested after this testing, please let me know. So let's get into some testing. All right, guys, this is just a down piece of wood. It might be birch. I think it might be poplar. I'm not really too sure. I cut it down a while ago, as you can see, but it's starting to get really hard. So just gonna give it a couple tests. All right, that was just on a 1/4 inch. So now what I'm trying to do here is just give it the cut test. I'm trying to find a sweet spot. I don't think that this 1/4 inch Scandi grind is going to be all that helpful, but we'll try it out. So what I'm trying to do is give it that whipping motion, all right? So this whipping motion right here, and this handle is excellent. It's outstanding. It actually keeps it in my hand, and all I'm doing is whipping the machete. I'm not actually trying to use my shoulder at all. I'm just trying to find a good sweet spot. With a 1/4 inch cut right here, it's just not really digging in deep enough. So let's find a smaller piece of wood and give it my one cut test. Alright guys, so this is kind of what I call my one cut test. I find a piece of timber, probably about the size of my thumb, maybe a little bit thicker, and if I cut it right, and again, a lot of this has to do with me and my ability to cut, I just want to cut it on an angle just to see if the sharpness and everything that I use, just to see if the sharpness and everything that I'm cutting with is sufficient. All right, so here we go with my one cut test. It shouldn't be a problem with a machete this big. All right, it slipped a little bit. All right, it's just bouncing off the, there it goes, it finally went through. All right, it kind of just slipped a little bit, and maybe that was me, but it should have just went right through. All right. All I'm doing now is just hammering it. So let's try another time. All right, it's just splitting now. Nothing crazy. It's still just bouncing. All right, this is very, very thin, 2-inch pieces of wood, but anything bigger than that, probably not going to be that great. All right, just want to check. So it's even a little bit heavy for this, which is supposed to be easy to do. I mean, I guess if I loosen up my wrist a little bit and let that thing slide, it works decent. It's not terrible. All right, guys, so my overall thoughts. This thing runs about $97 on Amazon. I've gotten it cheaper when I first purchased it, and again, I did my own modification on the handle. It's up to you. If you think this is a good enough purchase, by all means. I will say that this very, very small cut or relief, I don't know if it's supposed to be a bushcraft tool or a machete or in the middle. I just don't understand it. Again, me being American, maybe I just not meant to get it. Maybe it's something that I'm not quite understanding. But what I would like to do is bring this grind up quite a bit. All right, thin out the profile a little bit. Even the grinds on this were not very well done. If you can see right there, you see where the grinds are off. All right, that's typical of El Salvador Condor machetes. At the time, I didn't pay $97. I paid a little bit less for this, but for something of that price, it should be ready to go out of the box. And as you saw, I was doing a lot of bouncing off the wood as opposed to it just cutting in and give me the chips that I wanted. But overall, you decide if this is for you. Like, subscribe, share, become a Patreon member. Only costs you $1 a month. If you want this, I'll put the links down below. Also, check out the other links to my other channels, Three River Survival and Three River Kydex. If you need some Kydex products such as holsters and mag pouches, I'm able to make that for you. And as always, guys, stay safe.